Civil Society Letter 9_11 WB updated automatically every 5 minutes. President Ajay Banga. World Bank Group. 1818 H Street Northwest. Washington, D.C. 20433 USA. Dear President Banga, we are activists committed to inclusive economic development from around the world, following up on our letter calling on the World Bank to act on its board-mandated policies regarding human rights and non-discrimination and stop lending to Uganda unless and until the Anti-Homosexuality Act is nullified in Uganda's courts. We appreciate the World Bank's decision on August 8 to stop lending to the country, following the statement issued on May 31 that Uganda's law is not consistent with the values of non-discrimination and inclusion that the institution upholds. As you know, the law is being aggressively enforced, and is a source of gross human rights abuses and limitations on the ability of Ugandans to access services and improve their lives. Despite this reality, recent statements by senior World Bank staff claim that World Bank-funded projects in Uganda will make it clear that LGBTQ Ugandans should not face discrimination and that staff will not be arrested for including them. As long as this law is on the books, there is no way any so-called mitigation measure can be deemed effective in the face of a law that is designed to discriminate and to undermine inclusive development. We stand with the Convening for Equality, who have rightly asserted that complete nullification of the law in Uganda's constitutional court is the only adequate mitigation measure. We strongly urge you not to restart lending to Uganda unless and until nullification occurs. You have asserted your commitment to inclusive development, stating that diversity and inclusion cannot be a nice to have. Rather, it must be expected, not merely accepted, and that the enemy of innovation is the absence of diversity. We require your determined leadership in this important time. We are calling on you to ensure current and future lending is not restarted in Uganda as long as the AHA law remains in force. Sincerely. #Unify Movements. ACT UP Philadelphia, AIDS Coalition to Unleash Power. Action Against AIDS Germany. Action Citoyenne pour l'égalité sociale en Haiti. Adhara, Sevilla Checkpoint. Africa Center for International Law and Accountability. Africa-Japan Forum. Africa Network of People Who Use Drugs, Africa NPUD. Africa Queer Network. African Services Committee. African Rainbow Family. All Out. AIDS Alabama. AIDS Fondit, the Danish AIDS Foundation. Amate El Salvador. Amkindi Malindi. Asher Aloe Society. Association for Promotion Sustainable Development. AVAC. Bay Area Healthy Living Support and Communication Platform, BAHEL. Botswana Trans Initiative. British HIV Association. Busha Survivors Organization. Calamrid Foundation. Campaign Against Homophobia, Germany. Center for Environment, Human Rights and Development Forum, CEHRDF. Common Ground at St. Michael's College. Convening for Equality, Uganda. Council for Global Equality. Czech AIDS Help. Deutsche Aidshilfe. Drustvo SKUC. Empower India. Equal Namibia. Equality Access to Health and Rights Initiative Nigeria, EAHRI. Equality California. Equally Unique Initiative. Eurasian Women's Network on AIDS. Eurasian Coalition on Health, Rights, Gender and Sexual Diversity, ECOM. The Fellowship of Affirming Ministries Global, TFAM Global. Foundation Earth. Friends of the Global Fight Against AIDS, TB and Malaria. Fundación Iguales. Fundamental Human Rights and Rural Development Association, FHRRDA. GFAN Africa. GLAD. Global Black Gay Men Connect. Global Justice Institute of Metropolitan Community Churches. GSTTNHS Trust. Hatter Society. Health Gap. HIV iBase. HIV Justice Network. House of Rainbow. Hoimas Kenya. Human Rights Campaign. ICHANGE. Institute of Allergy and Clinical Immunology of Bangladesh, IACIB. Interfaith Diversity Network of West Africa. International Association of Providers of AIDS Care. International Institute on Race, Equality and Human Rights. International Planned Parenthood Federation. Inventions by Ashwini. Ishtar MSM. Just Treatment. Kaleidoscope Trust. KMSS, Kulna Mukti Seva Sangstha, Bangladesh. Key and Vulnerable Populations Forum, KVP Forum, Tanzania. Key Populations Consortium of Kenya. Kuchu Times Media Group. Kwale Network of People Who Use Drugs, KWANPUD. Kwale Trans Initiative. Kaidesa. Lesbian and Gay Federation in Germany LSVD. Let's Walk Uganda. Life for Me Plus. Men Against Youth Group, MAAYGO. Metropolitan Community Church of Toronto. Minority Defenders Forum. Morgan Ogre Foundation. Most at Risk Populations Society in Uganda, MARPS. MP Act Global Action. Nadir ETS. National Center for Transgender Equality. National Harm Reduction Coalition. National Working Positive Coalition. North American Delegate to the UNAIDS GO Delegation. North Midlands LGBT Older Peoples Group. Pan-Africa ILGA. Planned Parenthood Global. Positive Women's Network, USA. Prep for All. Pride at Work Canada, Fierte au Travail Canada. Princess of Africa Foundation. Queer Collective. Queer Voices Uganda. Queer Nuthilf Uganda Release. Rainbow Faith and Freedom. Rainbow Railroad. Red Ribbon Istanbul Association. Release. Reshape International HIV Partnerships. Robert F. Kennedy Human Rights. Rural Women Empowerment Network. Samprati Aid Foundation. Schwulenberatung Berlin. Sister Love International South Africa. St. Paul's Foundation for International Reconciliation. Stephen Lewis Foundation. STOPAIDS. Student Global AIDS Campaign, SGAC. Sukar Welfare Organization. Synergia, Initiatives for Human Rights. Thailand NCAB. The Advocacy Network Africa, ADNET-A. The People's Matrix Association. Thrive SS, Inc. Treatment Action Campaign. Treatment Action Group. Uganda Empowerment Forum. Uganda Minority Shelters Consortium, UMSC. UK Community Advisory Board, UKCAB. United Belize Advocacy Movement.